Welcome to my channel, where there are interesting and equally sensational stories. Listen to today's story. The best thing we can do is show ourselves self-respect. If we can't do that, how the heck can we expect others to do the same? Today on Our Space, don't act the fool. Up first, let the evidence do the talking. Just found this morning that my fiancée was cheating on me with her boyfriend of 6 years, of which I did not know the existence. So this is my first post, so forgive many mistakes. I'll be vague with the dates. 25 male. I've been with this girl for a couple of years, and we got engaged at the beginning of the year, with all her and mine extended family. She always told me she had one boyfriend many years ago and was single for a while before meeting me. She lives 2 hours away from me. I had no reason to doubt her, and at first, she gave me no reason to do so. A few months ago, a guy 1, wrote on Insta to me telling me about her past, and I asked for Eddie proof, and he told me to find them by myself. But after that, he gave me a few names and an Insta ID, Guy 2. I asked Guy 2 if what Guy 1 told me was true. He denied everything. And when I told my ex-fiancée, she also denied it. For the last month, I was always skeptical about her, but then I decided to trust her. And maybe that Guy 1 was just trying to mess up my mind. And then this morning, the Guy 2 contacted me with another ID and asked my number. Then he told me everything. For how many years, even before knowing me they were together, how many guys she had. And then he sent me photos, videos, and audios. I asked him for dates to make sure it was after we got engaged. Then he sent me a video and a screenshot of the date and time when he took the video. In the video, she was without any clothes and was using her phone. He sent also photos of her topless with the ring I've given her. I went to check the messages of the date with her. And at that exact time with the video, she was messaging with me while she was with Guy 2 in the hotel. After that, I went out and called my friend and talked with him. He called me down and said to verify again that everything Guy 2 sent me was true. So we double-checked everything. And then I went home and stayed in my car for 3 hours, waiting for my dad to come home from work. Meanwhile, she called me and we talked. And then I said, "You know, I'm happy today. I feel very lucky." She asked me why, and I told her to wait a few hours. Then I saw my dad and told him everything. He seemed calm at first. And when I went back inside, and he told my mom, I didn't tell her anything before because she suffers from depression. I saw my mom and dad crying for the first time. They loved this girl, called her their second child. Every time they meet, they used to give her a gift and money. Then my mom called her mom, and everything went down. Calls, messages from her parents. She called me and I sent her every proof this Guy 2 sent me. She denied everything, totally trying to gaslight me. I told her to check the videos and photos, etc. And then her parents asked to talk with me, and I said, no. She still said, she only loves me, will only marry me, or she will never. Then I hung up, and my parents took my phone and sent the proofs to her parents, and no more calls. We were supposed to get married in December. I don't know why or for what reason this guy to contact me now, but wanted to thank him, but he blocked me. So well, now I'm in my bed and waiting for, I don't know. The reactions from the community go like this. Alvin Gammer says, congratulations for bullet dodge, bro. Hurts, but you will come out better. You'll see. Now make sure you get that ring back. Sell it and take your parents to dinner with the money to celebrate your freedom of that narcissist cheater. The op replies, not only that, he sent me screenshots of their video chat where she was braless, and there was my ring. So thank you, by the way. Oh, boy. Wearing the ring with the other guy. What an absolute slap in the face. I'm so sorry, OP. I wonder why these guys decided to reach out to you. Either way, good on the first guy for bucking up and coming clean, not the best way to find out. I mean, we shouldn't ever have to hear that news, but at least he became a catalyst for a better life. And for your mom to break the news to her mom. Whoa, battle of the mama bears. I hope they saw every inch of the evidence in their not-so-perfect little princess. Update. So Monday morning, I found out that my fiancé, ex now, was cheating on me with her ex-boyfriend. Read the other post for details. 2 days later, I found out that she was back in my home country with her mom, and I called her dad, but he couldn't say anything. So his friend said that they are still investigating what happened and other nonsense. Yesterday, they called my parents and admitted that they sent her and her mom back, but her brother, and some family friends. I was at work, and they went back before I came home. My parents told me that they were devastated. Couldn't stop crying. Her brother couldn't walk properly for the shame and went back home before I came back because they couldn't face me. I was reasonably mad because I wanted to say a lot of things to them and also ask a lot of things, but my dad told her father wasn't in his right state of mind. And he was afraid he would do something to himself if he saw me. Yes. In my culture, if a girl does something like this, it will probably ruin the whole family's reputation. And can't show your face in public. As for the ring, they don't know if the girl has brought it with her, or is it here at their house that I've been clear about this. I want my ring. Not for the value, but because that's something I give to a person I thought was my partner. To someone I trusted. Well, for what I know, they will marry her to some poor soul back in my country to save what's remaining of the reputation. While there's an old saying in my country, you spend all your life building up your reputation, but it will only take a moment to ruin it to dust. Finally, I thank all those who gave me advice and helped, even contacting me in private to help me vent. Thank you all. Good night. Let's see what the community has to say. Night's End 2 is the one that chimes in. You dodged a bullet, but not fast enough. I'm sorry that she turned out to be such a low moral piece of trash. At least you got out of the way with just a solid graze. In the meantime, lean on your family and friends, be open about what happened and remember to learn the lessons you can about red flags, but don't let it change who you are. Keep looking for a better woman, and when you find her, you will be so much happier. Good luck. It sucks how her actions totally affected the whole family. Why would she risk it all like that? What an absolute moron. Would you risk it all like that? Let us know below. Next, he's just not that into you. Husband cheated when I was 7 months pregnant. My husband cheated on me and has continued to do so, but I'm so in love with him. My husband and I met 11 years ago. On 25th this month, we'll have been officially together for 10. In June, we'll have been married for 7. Almost 2 years ago, I discovered my husband was having an affair with a woman from work while I was pregnant with our second child. I was devastated, but determined to fix the marriage. He told me we should try marriage counseling, but after only a month, he decided he wanted out. The whole time he never stopped talking or seeing the other woman. He was upfront with me at least about his emotions. He told me he no longer wanted to be with me, that he didn't love me anymore, and he wanted to pursue a relationship with his other woman. I refused to believe him because up until that point, I thought we were okay. We had been in a slump for a while, and things were strained, but we had just bought a house together the months before and had our daughter a month later. I thought for sure he was just stressed and lonely, and that he'd come around if I gave him time. Fast forward to last fall. We had been seeing each other on and off, spending the night having sex the whole time. He maintained his position that he didn't want to be with me, and that he just wanted to stay good friends, but his actions started saying something else. Finally, this December, I had had enough. He had never once stopped seeing the other woman in all this time. And I was mentally and emotionally exhausted. I told him I couldn't be his friend or friends with benefits because he was my best friend, my husband, and going back to anything less felt pathetic and impossible. After that, he started being very attentive to me. He would see me and play a joke around like we used to. He would make time to hang out. He asked if we could do Christmas with the kids together. Finally, on New Year's, he asked to spend it together. He kissed me that night, and he cuddled me when we went to bed, all without trying to have sex. I thought things might be turning around until I drove by his place. He had been moved out for a year by now, and her car was in his driveway. He told me that all of his effort, the cuddling, kissing, and spending time together meant nothing. And he still only wanted to be friends. Needless to say, I'm devastated again. He is still what I consider my best friend. We get along perfectly when we're together, still confide in each other and talk about everything. Now I'm feeling a massive void in my heart and life as I try to put space between us. I'm not texting or calling in, no matter how badly I want to and how bad my gut is telling me we are supposed to work out. Meanwhile, my head is telling me how dumb I am for letting him play me so badly. Could I continue to want a man who does this to me? Why can't I love myself enough to let him go? Why can't I believe that he doesn't have feelings for me? I can't talk to people about this because I just make myself look so stupid in real life. I miss him when I know I shouldn't. I love him still. Let's see how bad the community reacts to this one. Roundbrush 4828 says, Gray rock him. He's not your friend or best friend. Friends look out for each other, not emotionally abuse them. He's toxic, throw him out and block him. Use a co-parenting app for the kids. The op replies, what does grayrock mean? Roundbrush 4828 answers. Does his girlfriend know he's been having sex cuddling with you? Grayrocking or the gray rock method is a tactic some people use when dealing with abusive and more manipulative behavior. It involves becoming as uninteresting and unengaged as possible so that the other person loses interest. Some people anecdotally report that it reduces conflict and abuse. The op replies, I've told her everything, but I think they're so far up the others, but that they don't care. Roundbrush 4828 chimes in again. Yeah, respect yourself and walk away from that mess. Your ex has been having cake and eating it too with you. Bite me 717, thanks. Filed for divorce in full custody with visitation and a child support agreement. Walk away and don't associate with him anymore. Talk over text about the children, and that's it. He is using you to keep you happy and force him to pay child support. Change the locks on your house, and don't give him a key. Block him on all social media, and don't even associate with his family. Only doing this in my opinion to save himself and his reputation. Hit him with divorce and get everything that you are entitled to, and that includes full custody. Once you do this, he will see his true self. David Barr 6811 wants to add, I carried on sleeping with my ex on and off for years after he left for his. When they would break up and he would swear it was done. I did the family days out and let him come to do visitation in my house. Watched films, and stayed over, etc. You need to really open your eyes to who your husband is. He is not your best friend. He has lied to you, betrayed you, and has kept having sex with you because you let him. That doesn't mean he loves you, or wants a relationship with you. He gets to pick and choose the parts of his old life when he wants and goes back to her. You won't be able to start to get over it or build a new life for yourself until you cut him out. He is not your husband anymore. Near confidant or best friend. Stop him coming into your home. Now, we're spending time together with the kids. You are a single parent and you need proper visitation from them away from your home. He has told you he doesn't love you. As hard as that hurts, you need to remind yourself of it every time you feel like spending time with him or even consider sleeping with him. This is going to hurt like hell, but he is using you because you are letting him. File for divorce, get counseling, and cut him off. OP. You have to just let it go. Stop killing yourself over someone who is literally telling you straight to your face that they don't want to be with you and no longer love you. They're clearly just playing games with you. It's a matter of control. They want control over you, and they want you to be completely gaga over them still. They feed off that hope that you get whenever they still kiss you or cuddle you or show you an ounce of attention. Take your power back. Let that guy go. You're totally doing this to yourself at this point. Show yourself some respect. Is that being too harsh? What do you think? Thank you for joining us today on our space. Like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next video. We'd hate for you to miss out. If you want to listen to more stories from me, Check out our loans where I feature a larger variety of non-cheating related stories.